Hey, what's up? Here's Cedric Kennedy here for CRWC Commentary, and I'll be talking about WrestleMania 43 2027 in Riyadh. So, look, here's the thing. Squeaky chair for the win. So, is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? There's a lot of people that are weighing on one side or the other. And I haven't really listened to everything other than except for titles of They Sold Out or America Loses WrestleMania. Triple H doesn't care about America. A lot of headlines like that. I'm going to have to give y'all the cold, hard truth. All right? You ain't going to like it, but, you know, it's just the truth. This is business. Personally, I don't like it. I don't like how women and people of color of a deeper melanin texture are treated in the Middle East. I'm not a fan of it. And I'm going to be honest with you. You can go and look back every single time they've gone to Riyadh or any place like that. It's not good. Baby faces, prominent baby faces are not cheered for. Women get some cheers, but it might be because of how they look, not star power. You know, Jade Cargill, whoo, crickets. It's like, okay, is it COVID? And those are just like cutouts there. You can even see people starting to go to the bathroom, go to concessions during almost any woman's match. And personally, I'm still speaking personally, I wouldn't even have the women or African American or black people even attend the shows. Just white people and people of Middle Eastern descent by any splash of amount of blood. Case in point, Sami Zayn. You know, is there hate towards that from me? No. If you think that, then, you know, you stop your stupid. Stop it. Stop your stupid. I'm just calling out the cold, hard truth of everything. You know, Cena, Rhodes, Orton, and all them, yeah, loved. McIntyre would be loved. You know, if you hate it, you hate it. If you're going to sing your song, they're going to be live and whatnot. Cool. But this is business. So screw the personal. It ain't about personal. Screw all it. It ain't about how I feel, because how I feel means nothing compared to business. How you feel means nothing compared to business. This is a capitalist world. This entire planet is capitalism. No matter how you feel about it, I don't care if you can point out what country or whatnot is, well, this is a communist country. This is a socialist country. Mostly you're hearing is just hearsay, propaganda, and all that. And you're going to believe it because you have to. Why? Because you got to. Circular idiocy. You got to. But everything is capitalism. If it's not capitalism, then they wouldn't be worried about money. And WrestleMania 43, if they're really going to commit to going to Riyadh, then that's business. Just think about the implications of this. If WWE does go there, and most likely they will, and it's been announced that they will, not only do their wrestlers get to go there, and it's a business deal. Most likely they're going to get some free air travel. I don't think WWE is going to foot the bill for this. If your country want this product bad enough, you're going to put in some money to get us there. It's that simple. And when you go on the United States alone, where inflation is going up, pay is stagnant, and look, I've got to be real with you. ICE agents are taking up as many Hispanic people as possible, or Hispanic-looking people, and the government starting to want to deport people that just disagree with a certain wing of government for disagreeing or saying anything bad. Your money pool is drying up. WrestleMania is getting more and more expensive every single year, and I don't blame it. I don't blame it. It's capitalism. I don't like it, but I don't blame it. And I'm not here to denounce it. I'm not here to naysay it or be like, oh, boo capitalism, boo WWE. No, no, no. I'm keeping it 100. All right. Over there in Riyadh, in those surrounding areas, they got money. The Middle East, they've got money. Saudi Arabia got money. And the people of the United States, they're targeting the middle class and the wealthy, and below, in between that, the rich. They're targeting that. Middle class people are going to be your managers, okay? Just keeping it real and being a little forthcoming. Those are your managers, just being flat, blunt, with no extra. Just managers, high-level managers and whatnot. And you want to break it down to even a little more simplistically, then you've got your rich people, you know, your high-tier executives and things like that. And then you got your wealthy people. Those are the ones that pay the ones I just mentioned. Those are the ones that pay the ones I just mentioned. So when you don't have a lower class and you don't have a lower middle class that can afford all of these expensive events, pay-per-views and stuff like that ad nauseum like they used to do back in the 80s, in the early 90s, I'm going to say early 2000s. You don't have that money pool anymore. You got to find another market. That's just stage one. You got to find another market. Saudi Arabia is another market. They're not going to go to jolly old England. They're not going to London. They're not going to Great Britain. They're not going to any of that. You know, that's not going to be their market. They'll visit. They'll do a few tours here and there, and they go home. Same thing as in Paris, France, you know, or just, you know, it's a nice place to visit, but you don't want to live there. Saudi Arabia, that's different. That's different. WWE is tapping into another money pool in stage 2. And I think this is what's going to happen. And if they're smart, they'll certainly do it. They'll start putting wrestling programs over there in the Middle East that you can watch here. That's what they're going to start doing. If they're smart, they'll do that. So it'll be some company there, and it might have a WWE logo, or it might say WWE's and then whatever their company is. Or you might see WWE somewhere on their logo, on their mat, their ring apron, maybe a graphic or something. So then people there, in truth, will feel better about the wrestling that they're watching there. Oh, this is WWE product. Now, WWE builds up that. It's not a territory like here. It's a national. It's a global territory. If WWE can get Saudi Arabia, starting with Riyadh as a WrestleMania, and then slowly over time branch out and develop, just see how it go, get talent, you know, treated well and raised up so they can do it WWE style. Then you got phase 3 that can happen. Because if you can develop champions over there for those strict companies that are WWE boosted, you know, and sponsored and whatnot, and you build that up, then you get the old school 80s and 90s. What if this champion wrestled that champion? So then you're going to get whatever champion of whatever major promotion there in the Middle East going against a former champion or even maybe a current champion, you know, from the United States. Because they already did the crown jewel thing. They did that. You know, they pretty much showed how meaningless it was. It was just something to placate and whatnot and sort of say, hey, we're your company, Saudi Arabia. We're your company. That's what that was. So they're going in stages, and I think this is this is going to be the onset build of a territory. Across over the seas, across the pond, whichever you want to go with, I think that's what this is. It's setting up stage 2. Stage 3 will be when you get one competent champion versus, let's say, United States. I ain't gonna say our, but the United States WWE champion, or because wrestling business is what they got to protect themselves, right? What if WWE just says we're gonna bow out of that? We'll have your competent champion, your competitive champion, your worthwhile champion, your non-transitional champion. We're gonna have that guy, or it's gonna be a guy. We'll have them go against the TNA champion. Because outside of AEW, TNA is the larger indie promotion. They WWE backed. They can get on WWE shows. It's all good. You watched this year was it where TNA champion did a job to Orton. So, we believe. So keep all that in mind. I think it's possible that they're just branching out. They're going to look real good. It's going to be business all around as they drain money from the Middle East. And if another country can show promise like this for WWE and money, WWE, they'll branch out to them too. I think that's what's going to happen. It doesn't matter. I mean, I don't feel one way or another about it, really. I just know what I saw. Compare and contrast is the enemy of bullshit. And, hey, I know how I'm talking, and I know how it's going to be perceived, received, and misunderstood. But truth is truth. It doesn't matter how I deliver it. Tell me, as CM Punk said, where I'm telling lies. Now, about their stages, that's speculation. But it would be good for business to territory that up and then branch out and find another. Have your champion versus their champion, yada, yada, yada. Crown jewel stuff once a year. It'll be all good. It's business. Your money market is perceived to start drying up here in the next 4 or 5 years. You need another. And I think that's what this is all about. So I don't want to take up any more of your time. And for those that are wondering, the reason I don't have my face on camera and all that other stuff is because, one, I don't have a camera. I don't have one. Two, I would rather, if y'all are driving or working around the house, you don't have to be staring at the screen. Just drive. Pay attention to the road. You working around the house or something like that, don't be looking at, just don't be trying to judge me. Just work. Do your house stuff. That's what you do. I don't want to. I'm not in charge of your health. That's you. I just want to help you do you without you hurting you. Is that cool? So it's been Cedric for CR Wrestling Commentary on WrestleMania 43 2027 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And I want y'all to be cool, be chill, be safe, so I can see you next time.